All right. Hello, beautiful internet people. So we are with the June 60 from TC Electronics. This is a chorus pedal. So I'm going to do some review and unboxing. I already took it out of the box, but let me show you what do we have here. So in the box, you will find the user manual and the phone, which already left the screen. We're going to save this for later. It has some important features. It comes in a bag and pretty straightforward, right? So let's work on the actual pedal. As you can see, this has a classic look. So it has like wooden box, although they kind of feel like plastic, but they could be wood. I don't know. So they have the screws on the side, and this pedal is inspired on the June 60, the chorus module from the keyboard. So this was an old synthesizer, and they took the circuit, used some new components, and it's a full analog pedal. This pedal, as you can see the look, you just have two buttons, but in reality you have access to 5 features. And why 5? Because you have configuration 1, configuration 2, and when you keep them both pressed, you have a third configuration. The difference between 1 and 2 is the speed. The dry-wet balance is set. So this pedal is kind of like a plug and play. You just go for it. It is a true bypass, although this doesn't feel like a classic mechanic. It feels more a bit different, and it doesn't have the clankiness. It has a mono stereo configuration, but I don't have the cable to test it, so we are not going to test it on this video. We get the input and output and the typical 9 volts negative center power supply that we require for pedals. So it's worth to mentioning that on the manual you can see some features to modify this for a guitar or a keyboard, but I'm going to actually use it on a bass. So let's go for it. So the bass on chorus is an effect that it gives like a magic aura. It feels kind of mysterious, and it was really used around the 80s. Sorry, not 90s, 80s. And one of the examples was Jaco Pastorius. So he used to use a lot the chorus for his melodic stuff because it brings so much life to the bass. And this particular effect does increase the wideness of the sound, because since we're using an analog circuit, it does make to occupy more room. Like you feel how the bass feels wider in comparison to, for example, a digital one, because I have the Line 6 simulator, and you could feel a difference between both choruses, and there's something that you feel it in the room. Like if I compare them through the digitalization, since you're going to have the DAW and then the compression from YouTube, you will not appreciate, but when you listen it in front of it, you definitely can tell the difference. There is a big difference between the analog circuit and the digital. It's a pedal that doesn't give you many controls, therefore you're kind of limited with the options, but if plug and play is your style, definitely this is the pedal that you would like to get. And when I got it, it was $78, which is a good price. It's hanging on the low tier price, which gives options, and you can probably get it used in the market for somewhere between $50 and $60. And it's a great acquisition. Also, it just looks gorgeous. I love the classic aesthetics because it looks like from the 70s, like the classic Juno. So it has a vintage style, and as you can tell, I'm a vintage sound lover. So as we mentioned before, the pedal has a very classic outlook and it has an analog design. So for whom is this pedal? I would say that if you are the kind of person that just wants to get the sound and doesn't want to navigate through menus and parameters, this is the pedal for you. This is a plug and play pedal. You just press the button and boom, you get the sound right off the box. You don't have to think about anything, and all the options are good. The sound of this pedal in general is really good. My favorite was the version 2, or this option 2, which is a bit faster, so you can actually feel it. It's a very clear sound. And the two combined, it's an interesting, it almost feel like a tremolo, but it's a chorus, just a higher speed. And I hope you like the video.